Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to BSV TV. I'm your host Satoshi, and on this show we'll be defending the one and only, truly genuine Bitcoin. The Bitcoin that Satoshi Nakamoto designed in his white paper as a peer-to-peer electronic cash system for the world. Let's get the disclaimers out of the way. So all the statements that you hear on this show are opinion and must only ever be taken as opinion. They are never to be taken as any form of advice, family, financial, sexual or otherwise. And on that note, let's sit back, relax, have some fun and enjoy the show. Get paid for your content in Bitcoin and set your own fee on Streamanity.
Yeah, I'm not surprised I wasn't asked why I'm convinced Craig is Satoshi. I posted on Reddit. He signed in my presence using the private key from block number one, the very first mined Bitcoin block on a computer that I'm convinced had not been tampered with, on software I'm convinced that had not been tampered with, a message of my choosing.
At InChain, we've just funded a number of universities doing, so far, a test up to 1 gigabyte because it validates what we've already done independently. We've tested up to 380 gigabyte blocks. We've tested 1 million transactions a second and transaction sizes up to 20 megabytes. Super complex scripts, basically ones that can run operating systems. That's basically all of global commerce times about 50. On top of that, we can have complex scripts. On top of that, we can scale each of those transactions 1,000 times, which effectively means about 1 billion transactions per second, which means we can then have all derivatives, all complex trades. That means high frequency trading. It means everything that happens globally.
Is the market that effectively BSV is going for, is that global e-commerce, which is currently valued at $29 trillion?
No, that's too small.
Buy and sell Bitcoin instantly at bsvgravity.com. And you can now book and pay for your winter holiday at skibsv.com. Good afternoon, everybody. It looks like we are live just after 5. We made it. Sorry for being a little bit late. I feel as though I want to say this evening because it's dark outside, but it's only 5 o'clock this afternoon then maybe. But I was actually just testing out some other platforms like younow.com, just because I know some people have said to me that it's hard to watch my show live because Twitch is such a high resolution platform that it takes up a lot of memory on their computers, and they have trouble watching the live show. But it's all trial and error. I was finding stream keys and all sorts, and then finally realised that it's not going to happen tonight, and nobody knows about my my YouNow channel yet, because I only just signed up for it. So here we are on Twitch, and to be honest with you, I mean, I'm quite fond of Twitch now. Now that I'm on it, and it kind of provided me with that easy window to get out of the from under the clutches of YouTube. So we could edit the videos before they get onto YouTube, so that YouTube can't give my channel strikes and try and take them down and delete episodes, which is outrageous. But that is exactly what happened to me. KP Dad says I do audio only works better. I do audio only works better. I do audio. Explain a bit more. I do audio only works better. I do what you do audio. Well, I mean, we'll try. I mean, there's D Live and stuff, but I've seen the. I mean, Periscope is actually closing down as of I think it's March next year. They were initially free. And most of these other streaming platforms, live streaming, actually charge you a monthly fee, and it's kind of until I can bring in a revenue that can cover that, of which there isn't at the moment, then I can't really justify it. But there's StreamYard that does multiple platforms and stuff, so you know, we'll just have some fun and messing around. I feel like now is the time to be experimenting, because we are coming. Oh, KP Dad says listening to your stream. Listening to the stream, not video, only audio. Doesn't tax my phone as bad, and stream is cleaner. Oh, okay. So you're using your mobile device. Is that how you're able to message me? Maybe. Okay. Well, I'll definitely look at some other streaming platforms then, just to see if the bandwidth is lower. Who knows? But yeah, okay, we'll try that tomorrow then. I'll see what you now is like, and then I might look into DLive, you know, stuff like that, ask around, see what people say. But now is definitely the time to be experimenting, because I don't think we have got long left, you know, before things literally go absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. And I'll be covering why in just a mo. But before we do that, let's crack on with this. This is the crypto forecast, the strength of the system, the health of the network. And again, you know, people who need images to learn may not appreciate this. But the fact is, you need to have a little bit of intelligence to understand what these numbers mean, because everything is in the numbers. If you read between the lines and you understand what these numbers represent, like, yes, indeed. So first of all, we've got Bitcoin with 0.5% of the hash rate, Bcrash 1.4, Corecoin 98.1, network nodes, same as they ever were since the 15th of November 2018, 2.3% for Bitcoin, 10.1% for Bcrash, 87.6 for Corecoin. And then we get to transactions. This is where the value is. This tells you what is Bitcoin and what is shitcoin. We've got 75.1% of the transactions on Bitcoin. You got 8.1% on Bcrash, which is a shitcoin, and 23.1% on Corecoin, which is also a shitcoin. And the reason they are shitcoins is because they are not Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the only genuine digital commodity money. It is a peer-to-peer electronic cash system as designed by Satoshi Nakamoto. If it is not defined as a peer-to-peer electronic cash system, and if it does not work like a peer-to-peer electronic cash system, and it doesn't sound like a peer-to-peer electronic cash system, it's not Bitcoin. That's it. And none of these shitcoiners get it. Oh, it's a store of value, or a store of digital shit. No, that's not Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. Or in more detailed terms, it is the foundation layer of all future digital technologies, secured and underpinned by economic principles. And talking about that, I was actually watching a Cold Fusion video earlier today about the Google outage that happened not so long ago, and it seemed to be it seemed to coincide very closely with a high-level virus attack that got into like the Pentagon and the White House and stuff like this. So, you know, people are asking, how safe is it to have all of your, how safe is it to be reliant on a single entity? This is what the need for Bitcoin is. Bitcoin is a decentralized, distributed, single ledger, but it's the ledger itself that's distributed, which makes it safe, and it uses blockchain technology, so it's not susceptible to computer viruses that can hibernate and then grow within the system. This is the core for Bitcoin. This is why Bitcoin is so important, and the reason Bitcoin is independent to everyone is because of blockchain technology. And blockchain technology is independent because of Bitcoin. They sort of complement each other. Bitcoin sustains the blockchain, and blockchain is what enables Bitcoin. So, there's a paradox there that we know how Satoshi solved that. But again, that's only for any shitcoiners who are listening, trying to help you. So we've got block sizes. We've got Bitcoin of 58.7, Bcrash 3.3, and Corecoin 38.1. So Bcrash and Corecoin are scam criminal shitcoins. For anybody new, for any newbies who are listening to this, particularly in the future, they might go back over my shows. How did Toshi know all this? Well, yeah, I did tell you. Don't say I didn't. Right, let's play spot the biggest block on Bcrash. Now, I don't know what SBI Crypto are doing on Bcrash. Like, you know, we've seen Craig have, you know, like meeting up with SBI Crypto, having a meal with them and stuff. So whether or not they're ripping the piss out of Bcrash, who knows? I mean, have they turned into a shitcoiner? No one knows. But I mean, it looks like they've turned up their hash rate on Bcrash for some reason or other. I mean, they are Japanese, and like, because Roger is over in Japan, he's done a bit of promoting it. So I think they must be very misguided in their thoughts. That's the only thing I can think of. But let's play spot the biggest block on Bcrash. So I can say, yeah, a 359. Oh, yeah, it'd be tough to beat, but there may be a big, yeah, no, 357, not, oh, is that it? A 408. Oh, look at that. And Hathor has mined a 408. Whoa, what's going on there? Hathor, 32.95. Wow. Check it out. Let's have a look at any of these other blocks. That's quite a surprise. Hathor actually mining some blocks with some data in on Bcrash. But they haven't been able to get over half a megabyte. And then we've got Coolcoin again. They've got a 1 megabyte restriction, so they can't grow the chain. Hilarious. And let's see what's going on Bitcoin here. Look at all these blocks with data in. Let's see if there's a big one. Is there a big one on here? It looks like 11 megabytes, 21 megabytes mined by Tau. Yeah, there we go. Oh, look at all this data coming through. Loving that. Loving that. Looking very nice. Okay, let's just have a quick lol at a Bcrash. Because I've got nothing better to do right now than look at this. As I don't often look at these figures very much, so it's always new when I lay my eyes on them during my show. So this is Marie's coin. Marie wanting his own money. He wants his money so he can, like, you know, show off to everyone else. Yeah, I got my money. I got my money. It's my money. My money. Well, exactly. If it's your money, it's worth absolutely jack shit. Well done. And the Bitcoin chain up and down like a horse draws in terms of hash rate. Marie's coin literally flatlining in comparison to the Bitcoin chain, and the Bitcoin chain kind of flatlining in comparison to you know, Coolcoin and Bitcoin. Look at this, Hathor absolutely chomping away at those empty blocks because it's a shitcoin chain. And then we got Ampool, and then we got a Jihan, which is a BTC.com. BTC top on there, another shitcoin enterprise. Yeah, and we got Binance. I don't know who via BTC is. Might have to find out about them. Bitcoin.com, another shitcoin enterprise. Oh dear, what a joke. And here we have Dutch mining for some reason, whatever, loving Amarie's coin, with the infrastructure funding plan tax on it. Hathor scooping up some relatively small blocks in there, but I mean it's not even worth it, is it? But I mean, look at that. When you've got Hathor as the main hash provider on your chain, you're in trouble. Oh dear, it cracks me up. But again, shitcoiners wouldn't even know what we're laughing at. They don't even know what's funny about it. Because they have no clue. They're just shitcoiners. They're spending all day looking at number go up, and then one day number go down. They'd be like, what? It's like, yeah, look, we've been trying to tell you, you fools. So let's have a look at these graphs then. We've got the Bitcoin hash rate by network. Yeah, that will change. So the hash rate will change with price, and price will follow value, and value is being added on a daily basis, so it's not going to take long. Proof of work by network, again, Coolcoin and Bcrash are literally just going to stop overnight one day. Hash rate, Bcrash versus Bitcoin. Proof of work, Bcrash versus Bitcoin. Look at this. 63,000 times cheaper to transact on Bitcoin than Coolcoin, because Coolcoin is a complete and utter piece of shit crime coin, scam coin, shit coin, whatever superfluatives you want to throw at it. It is currently 5.8% more profitable to mine on Coolcoin. Oh, so hash rate should be moving to Bitcoin then. Daily average Bitcoin block size by network, Bitcoin winning. Transactions by network, Bitcoin smashing it. Transactions per block, Bitcoin smashing it. Fees USD, Bitcoin smashing it. Fees Satoshis, Bitcoin smashing it. Block reward ratio, again, that will come with time, which will come with price, which will follow value. Blockchain growth by network, again, the Bitcoin chain looks like Amare's coin in comparison. But again, Coolcoin and Bcrash will just simply stop one day. Global hash rate, 7 days. Binance macking it hard this week. F2 pools up there. And Huobi again. Huobi are like, you know, fancy themselves as a big player on Bitcoin, you know, for some reason. Pooling's on there. Ampool, BTC.com. All right. 24 hours. It looks like Binance has been beaten in this 24-hour. Pooling have pulled their socks up. Huobi staying where they are. Again, Jihan has pulled his socks up. Ampool's been pushed down. All right. This is Coolcoin. So Coolcoin probably was very similar to global hash rate in terms of 24 hours. Yeah, almost the same really. Binance loving a bit of a Coolcoin today. P crashed. Oh dear, Hathor with 48% of the overall hash rate on the Bcrash chain. That's hilarious. Like gobbling up the block rewards so these shitcoiners can't have them. BTC.com is the second highest miner on there. Don't know why. I don't know if they're, you know, pro Bitcoin or pro shitcoin. Who knows? But there's Ampool. Yeah, Binance isn't on there. F2 Pool's on there though. But okay. Anyway, let's have a look at Bitcoin. Ooh, okay. Huobi still fancying some. 25.69%. Tau 20%. Hathor 20%. Let's have a quick look, see if Hathor is mining any blocks with data in. Yeah, look at this, Hathor. 1 megabyte blocks on Bitcoin. Ah, wow. Yeah. All right. Hathor. Wow. Wanting some, scooping up all the shitcoin blocks on the shitcoin changes, but actually processing transactions on Bitcoin. Doing good. Alrighty. Yeah, I like the sound of that. And in terms of the big boys, we've got BTC.com and F2 Pool on Bitcoin. Alrighty, let's have a look at the other metrics that we like to go over. This is Bitcoin Blocks Live for any newbies who haven't seen this before. Let's just see what's going on. Last time I looked at this, there was Predicticology. Look at that. Yeah, got over 10 transactions per second motoring along there. So for newbies who haven't seen this before, the vertical bars that we're seeing here that are moving, these are the transactions being picked up by the nodes on the network, and below that it tells you the organizations that are generating those transactions, along with the transaction ID, the input, output, the type, and the op return. And then once the transactions are picked up by the nodes on the network, they're then thrown into the meme pool where they are competed for by the miners who compete to process the transactions, put them in a block, and win the Coinbase of the block, which is the block reward. And then once they've competed and built the block, put the block on chain, you can then see the block registered down the bottom here. So if we zoom out a little bit, should see quite a big block. Oh, look at that. A 40 megabyte block, and if we go over that, we can see that in the rectangular box below that, we've got the hash number of the block height mined by who, which this was tal.com, size a 40 megabyte block that had 56,000 transactions in it, and total fees over totaling $17.60. And so as we saw yesterday, Tal are anticipating the total fees within the block to surpass the block reward by Q1 2021. So that is literally in the next few months, which is going to be massive. So there has to be huge scaling, a huge number of transactions being put on chain, which I'm very much looking forward to seeing. Very much indeed. So let's have a look at one of our other great metrics. This is Bitcoin info charts, again for any newbies. You can see the rich list at the top here, which just tells you how many wallets they've got, how many coins in. So Bitcoins and shitcoins. I like this metric here, transactions 24 hours. We've got this is all the crypto networks. So Bitcoin with 26.7, XRP, which isn't even a currency, is an absolute bag of shit. So it doesn't really count because they're just simply a cross-border remittance service. 31%, and Ethereum 28.9. But again, Ethereum's just full of absolute bullshit. DeFi crap's got no value in it whatsoever. And then if we go to BitInfo charts, we can scroll over the highlighted tabs on the left-hand side. We're going to look at average transactions per hour and then compare all these shitcoins. We'll take Doge out because there's just no point in that. See, look, we need Bitcoin in there, obviously. And we need BCH for lols. We'll do a 3-year time span and we'll go to the log. There we go. So for any investors wondering what we're looking at, the purple is Bitcoin. This is Bitcoin, and look at that. Considering Bitcoin got its protocol back and just simply had to deal with a change in price and a ticker symbol, didn't take their value away. Look at what is it achieved in just simply 25 months. Look at that, knocking on the door of Ethereum. So transactions, we've got 1 million transactions per hour, and Ethereum currently on 1.1. Literally just snapping at their heels. It's really not going to take long, just like a little push and it'll be there. You know, loving that. So for anybody who isn't really sure what I'm talking about there, let me just show you this image on Twitter to demonstrate to you what I mean by got its ticker symbol back. Here we go. So check out these messages. Got one of these lovely images here for any newbies who might be seeing the show for the first time. They probably won't believe me, but you know, just gonna have to deal with it basically. There we go. Oh no, that's not the one I wanted. Wanted another one. Oh, okay. Tell you what then, well, that'll be on my profile. So I do post a lot on my profile. So we'll see if we can find this image. Maybe I might, you know what? I'll put it on my. I'll send it to myself, as in like the chat, sending it to myself. That's the one we want. There we go. Sending that to me. Send via direct message to myself. And it comes up sending. Loving that. And then we'll just expand this image. There we go. So for any newbies who didn't understand what I just said then about Bitcoin getting its protocol back, it's just simply the protocol was always there, but it was trying to be hijacked by nefarious sources who wanted to crash this value to zero. But the protocol hasn't changed since the Genesis block. This is all that's happened. Bitcoin, the protocol is still there. The chain is still intact. It just simply had to deal with a ticker symbol change. So obviously the ticker symbol was initially BTC. Then it was centralized by Blockstream, who segregated the signatures, centrally controlled the network, prevented it from scaling, encouraged people not to use it, told people they weren't meant to use it, said it was a store of value instead of a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. Shitcoiners believed it. Fair enough. Fools. But completely, it's got no value whatsoever because it's a completely centralized network, centralized by Blockstream. So then the protocol simply carried on, got the ticker symbol BCH, which was Bitcoin Cash. Then that got hijacked and taken over by Roger Ver and his cronies, who were adding checkpoints all the time, and then changing the protocol every 6 months, meaning that they controlled it. Nobody could build on it. It's an absolute piece of shit because they're not used. It's not commodity money. They're just like, well, we can just transact this, but who cares if it's centrally controlled? Absolute fools. Again, Bitcoin had to continue, but it just got a change of a ticker symbol. It is now a BSV, which stands for Bitcoin Satoshi Vision. So that kind of the clue is in the name, really. You know, Satoshi Nakamoto had a vision. That vision was Bitcoin. Bitcoin is Satoshi's vision. Bitcoin is BSV. As it always was. It's that kind of simple, really. But that's the bombshell gone for any newbies. And here we go. So first article we need to look at today was this one. So it looks like Tal has purchased 5,000 upgraded M30s. So I don't know if M30s are different to like S9s and stuff like that. I've not actually heard of an M30 before. Let's see what it says here. So Vancouver, British Columbia, December 22nd, 2020. TAL Distributed Information Technologies, a vertically integrated blockchain infrastructure and service provider, today announced it has entered into an agreement with a Canadian provider to purchase 5,000 upgraded M30s blockchain computers. With this transaction, TAL increases its self-hashing capacity to help fuel the company's stated growth strategy. Quotes here: the acquisition of these new blockchain technologies expedites our expansion plans. There we go, expanding massively. Representing important progress in building capacity to power TAL Bitcoin SV BSV solutions for global enterprise clients, commented Stephen Matthews, TAL Executive Chairman and Chief Executive Officer. The additional capacity will be deployed in Q1 2021 and will add to the previous announced 175 petahash of North American custom computing power, to together supporting the company's vision, placing blockchain transaction processing at the core of its business. TAL provides value-added service to clients across several industries, and the company expects the market for these services to continue to grow. Gartner predicts that at least 25% of the Forbes Global 2000 will use blockchain for digital trust at scale in 2021. Ooh, wow, 25% of Forbes Global 2000 are going to be using blockchain well, this is what they predict, for digital trust at scale in 2021. Yeah, again, they just don't know it's BSV, do they? And TAL believes the Bitcoin SV offers them the best, most trusted platform. As it does, it is the only platform that can be used. So TAL Distributed Information Technologies delivers value-added blockchain services, providing professional-grade, highly scalable blockchain infrastructure and transaction platforms to support business building solutions and applications upon Bitcoin SV platform, and developing, operating and managing distributed computing services for enterprise users. The company is led by an experienced management team, board and advisory board members that include entrepreneur and Bitcoin SV advocate Calvin Ayre, and renowned computer scientist and visionary Craig Wright, who is Satoshi Nakamoto. The CSE, nor its regulation services provider, accept no responsibility for the adequacy or accuracy of this release. Alright, yeah, I mean, just a disclaimer at the bottom there. But there we go. We know TAL is expanding massively. So, yeah, on that note, let's maybe drop a few bombshells. There we go. All right. So yeah. So again, I'll try a new maybe try a new platform tomorrow. See how that goes. But until then, be aware, take care, stay safe out there. Joy given. Same time tomorrow. Catch you later. BuyBSV.live, the best place to buy Bitcoin SV online. Get paid for your content in Bitcoin and watch the full episode on Streamanity for just 20 cents. Go to www.satoshi.tv. See the link in the description below. Bitcoin, one world, one chain.
Yeah! One vision.